Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gray here. Thank you again for another great week. I hope everyone had a really nice spring break. It's great to see everybody back in class. And I've been talking about this for a little bit, but the end of the year is going to go very, very quickly. And so we're already kind of looking at stuff that's happening, in the next coming weeks. We're getting close to we're going to talk about the end of April, and then we're going to have testing in May, and then the school year ends the first week of June. So it's going to go quick here. So I have just kind of a short update for next week. We're kind of continuing things that we started this week, and then we're also getting ready for open house. So the book fair is coming April 21st through 25th. Also, open house is Thursday, April 24th, and that day is an early dismissal 105. I don't know the exact time of open house yet. I think it's around 6 o'clock. It'll be open for about an hour. So if you haven't yet, try to, put that on your calendar. We'll have a lot of things for you guys to kind of look at and see with your students. And it's a way to kind of celebrate a lot of the hard work that your kids have been doing all year long. And they'll get to show off some of that. And that'll be really, really fun. And it'll be nice to see families here when you're doing that. So hopefully you can get that time cleared away so you can come to that if you can Thursday, April 24th. And as soon as I know, I'm sure by next week's video, I'll know exactly what time open house is. So in reading, we're reading a book called Alexander Hamilton, The Outsider. We're studying it. The kids are answering questions and drawing about it and thinking about Alexander's life and the revolution and of the early United States, which is also what we're studying in social studies. I'm reading out loud Sideways Stories from Wayside School. The kids are writing an essay outlining who they would put on their personal Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is a monument honoring presidents of the United States, hopefully putting this idea of admiring people at the forefront and what traits do you admire about people that you know. So that's what we're doing with our personal Mount Rushmore. They're picking people that they know, people that have affected them, and they're putting on their personal Mount Rushmore. In math, we're going to review and take a test on volume, and then we're going to begin a volume project, which, if all goes well, will be at open house. I'm not sure yet. It's the first time we've done it. In social studies, the kids are working on their Revolutionary War book with a partner, and they're studying for their upcoming quizzes on states and capitals, which they have a states, the location of all the states test on Friday, April 18th, and then the capitals of each state on Wednesday, April 23rd. And then they are starting our next unit, which is the new United States. So we just this week talked about how the early United States had something called the Articles of Confederation, which was how the government was set up, and it was a little bit of a flop and then what reasons led to that, and so then the change to the actual United States Constitution and what it says in that is going to be our next kind of unit. The kids are working with Mrs. DeMarco in Science Lab and reviewing the engineering design process, and they're also creating a water saver campaign poster, which is due on Thursday, and they're using some digital tools to do that. In language, we're going to be working on analogies for the next few weeks. We'll see our buddies, and then we're going to continue working on our photography project. You will see that every student will have their own little mini photography gallery at open house. But we do not need the devices anymore. So this last week on Thursday, April 10th was the last day your student needed a device. We got everything we needed. So there's no more devices needed at this time. But thank you for all of those who not only helped send in a device, but helped kind of manage that and you got photos off or helped your student come talk to me about getting photos off. That was really helpful and really great. So thank you very much. Lastly, just as a reminder, we'll see you at open house on Thursday, April 24th. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.